Hello and welcome to another You Got This podcast with me, Scotty Russell. I'm recording this for audio and for video, so killing two birds with one stone. And today we're going to talk about one of the best times in my life, how that became one of the worst times in my life, and why you can have highs and lows, and why you can feel two different things about the same situation. So let's take you back to 2006 when I represented Scotland at the Commonwealth Games in Australia, Melbourne, Australia to be precise. We were out there for it was about almost 7-8 weeks. We had pre-training camp, living the life, training every day, getting food, getting fed, getting treated like a rock star. It was amazing. Then we had the tournament, so we stayed in Athletes Village, being surrounded by some of the best athletes in the world, interacting with them, games on TV, press at every game, getting coverage again everywhere you went. You had your accreditation, so you were given free stuff. Australian people love Scottish people, so no matter where you went and they knew you were part of the Scotland team, they wanted to stop, take pictures with you, have autographs with you, buy you stuff. It was mental, and I'll do another video on some of the crazy stories and some of the crazy things that we got up to in Australia. But imagine for 8 weeks you're living your dream life. You wake up in the morning, you go and you get fed, then you have shoot around, team practice, team meeting, hang about with your friends, you're in the sun, you can go to the beach. Then at night you've got a game against some of the best basketball players in the world at that time, playing against guys that were in the NBA, going to the NBA. And then after the game you had your ice bath, your cool down, again you were getting fed. Then you would go out, people had seen you on TV, people knew you were there for the Commonwealth Games. You were in all the VIP areas, you were in all the best clubs, the best restaurants. You were absolutely living it up, and this was going on and on and on every day. Then the tournament finishes and we had like a week left in the Athletes Village where we just partied every day. People still treated you like a rock star, people still treated you like you were somebody. You know, I'm just a wee guy from Johnston, but you were getting, it was just a VIP treatment no matter where you went. Everywhere you went, the red carpet got rolled out. You were playing in front of thousands of people. They were screaming, chanting, booing. It was amazing. It was honestly one of the best experiences of my life. After that, still got to play some high level basketball for a while, living a good life, but then you come back home, you come back to wherever that was. So for me it was back to Glasgow, and didn't have a professional team to play for that season. So was back playing at Falkirk, which is amazing. You know, Falkirk got a huge crowd for Scottish basketball. But then you're playing in some gyms where you're playing with no crowd. You're playing, it's cold, it's wet. You're playing on a Sunday afternoon in a gym that's got crap floorboards, crap rings, and it was just so hard to adjust to coming back to that kind of life for a little bit. I couldn't get up for games, I couldn't get excited for games, I couldn't really be bothered going to training, couldn't be bothered going to the gym. It was just crap. I think I actually grew my hair, grew a big huge lumberjack beard, I put on some weight, and I could not be arsed to play basketball because it wasn't exciting anymore, because you weren't getting that thrill, you weren't getting that buzz, you weren't getting that adrenaline rush. And it took a long time to adjust to that. Luckily, wasn't in here for too long before I signed a pro contract again, and I had that buzz again of playing in front of a crowd, playing basketball every day, hanging out with people that I really enjoyed hanging out with, going to the gym, and it got going. But it's really weird, and it's funny when people hear me say that, saying the Commonwealth Games was some of the best times of my life, but after it was some of the worst times, because trying to readjust from being on that constant high every single day was really, really rough, and it definitely took a long time to get over that. And then the same thing happened after I'd finished playing professional, you know, going back to playing Scottish basketball, although it was still good. it just didn't have that same buzz, it didn't have that same kick, it didn't have that same, oh, let's go. And it took a long time for me to adjust and find things that gave me a adrenaline kick or gave me a boost. And for a while I was doing some crazy stuff. I was doing cliff jumping, riding dirt bikes, running with the bulls. I was doing anything to try and give me that rush that I felt I was missing from doing the basketball at such a high level and doing everything every day. Fast forward now to, like, obviously I'm playing for Great Britain over 40s, and the same kind of things happening. Spent a week in Italy playing, played 6 games. Again, getting up in the morning, going for a swim, or having a long lie because you didn't have a schedule as such. Hanging about with people that I really enjoyed hanging about with. Getting in the sun, just chilling, and then playing a really meaningful game of basketball. And then I come back and I'm back into my working life, and it does take a little bit of adjustment. It does take a little bit of, try to get that pep in your step. And people experience that in all different things. It could be a relationship. You're in a relationship, you're living the high life, you're loving life, and then that relationship's end and you drop down low and it's hard to pick yourself back up. Or it could be, you go out every single weekend, and then as you get older, the people you go out with, they drift away, so you're not going out, you're not getting that same thing. So remember, it's okay to feel 2 different things, and it's okay to feel low after such a good time. It's okay to feel down after such a good time. But it's about learning how to manage that and learning to realise that there's always going to be a high somewhere, there's always going to be excitement somewhere, and adjusting accordingly to that, which is something I really, really struggled with, but I've kind of got a grasp on it now. So I hope this has helped anybody that's feeling low, or helped anybody that's had an experience and then had a drop from it. I know you get the holiday blues and the winter blues and stuff like that, but just know it's normal, and everybody experiences it. So I hope this helped. Please like, share, comment, share the word, share the podcast, share the video, and as always, remember, you got this.